On this episode, I have the pleasure of sitting with Sabrina Lamb, CEO of World of Money, and Julio Tejada, an agent with State Farm Insurance Company. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. Let's get right into this thing. Sabrina, we want to start with you. Okay. Tell us a little bit about the World of Money.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization based here in New York City. For the last 12 years, we're entering our 12th year. Our sole mission is to provide financial education for children ages 7 to 18. We believe that financial education is the most urgent issue, urgent mandate of our time. And when it comes to developed countries, the United States is number 17 in the world. Shanghai, China is number 1 in terms of financial education and providing that information for their citizens. There is a generational impact when children and their parents and families and communities don't have financial education. That's what sparks financial insecurity. So our sole mission is to provide 40 immersive classroom hours of financial education for children taught by Wall Street professionals such as Mr. Tejada, who has taught at World of Money for at least the last 5 years. And it's just amazing, Larry, seeing the transformation in a child as young as 7, as old as 18, when you provide for them the correct approach when it comes to financial education. Money, the sole purpose of money is not just to spend it, it is to save it, invest it, as well as donate. And if you're not doing all 4 or all 5, then you're not handling, or your approach to money is not the correct one or the most holistic.
What sparked your drive to bring this to children? Because this is not something that's common in most urban communities.
Sure. So 11, 12 years ago, I was doing radio on KISS FM and WBLS and writing. Still do a little of that, but sometimes in life you receive an epiphany, a whisper, and I was in attendance to a financial workshop for myself. And the whisper said, Sabrina, what if children were receiving the same information that you're learning this weekend? Okay. And then the second question came, how different would my life have been if I had received financial education as a child? And the answer would be totally different. So I started to research, to look around what was available. And even still to this day, there are organizations, and they're great, that provide maybe a workshop here or a workshop there, but there's no organization still in the world that provides 40 immersive classroom hours of financial education. If you are learning French or Mandarin Chinese, and we do teach Mandarin at World of Money, it takes more than a workshop in order for you to understand all of the subjects under the umbrella of the World of Money. From the history of money, how to think about money and credit and budgeting and the Brexit and trusts and wills and insurance, all of that. You need all of that, not just a 1-hour workshop. And so I looked around and didn't see it was there. So again, I was driven by this inspiration, and I created what I thought that I wish that I had as a child. And so we provide the institute the institute operates in July of each year with year-round activities for our alumni. And it's just really the joy, the crown jewel of my life to see the transformation in children.
Are the alumni involved with the program once they go through it? How does that work out?
We have alumni who have grown up in the World of Money that are out in the world now. They're attending university or working, but they're applying the knowledge, because this is not an intellectual endeavor, the World of Money Institute. It's for the children to share the information with their parents and to apply it and to use it. So, sometimes some workshops are just about intellectualism. Right. It's really applying the information, and to have a business meeting with one's family and start saying, well, what is our financial goal, our saving goal, our investing goal, our philanthropy goal as a family, and so it started to really bring money, which occupies our spirits and our minds and
Absolutely.
our behaviors all the time, bring that front and center into one's conversation and lower the chaos in the household, because there's a lot of arguing about money,
right,
but let's just have a family meeting when the chaos doesn't exist.
So I can clearly understand how children would get super excited about money, because like you said, that drives our soul. That's the first thing they learn is money. Right. You're filling up, you're giving them $1 to go to the store or to buy a piece of candy, whatever it is, you're always doing that. But as adults, we tend to want to shy away from that. How do you get the two to integrate? How do you get the parents to really get on board with those children and help them through this?
Well, once they see the child coming home every night with this wealth work, which encourages children to share the information that they learn at during the institute, and some of it is having a conversation about, what is that savings goal? What are the expenses in the household? Because many children ask for this, that, and the other because they don't understand that we have bills here, and it costs this much. And when children return to the institute the next day and they share, I didn't know that it cost this much for this, that, and the other. I had no idea, But because, parents, and they love their children and they're well-intentioned and so forth, they feel that sometimes we should keep it a secret, Children already know whether the household is financially secure, if there are healthy or unhealthy dynamics existing with regard to money. They hear the arguments, they hear the victories and everything, but so why not bring them to the table because they're already listening?
And are the parents given any sort of class as well, any sort of training similar to what these children are receiving?
Each year we have a Parent Money Matters Forum, absolutely. And in addition, there are organizations in New York City that provide financial education specifically for adults, but we do have a Money Matters Forum. But we just want to make sure that we remain intentional because our mission is the financial education of children.
Understood. Mr. Tejada, tell me where you and State Farm fit in with this organization.
Well, when I became an agent, I wanted to give back to the community. The services that I do through my agency.
Let me say, give back to the community. Where did you grow up?
In Washington Heights.
In Washington Heights, okay.
So my office is in Washington Heights, and protecting and managing the risk of the people in Washington Heights and local area, I felt I was giving back. But to be honest with you, I wanted to give back more because I lived in the community. And State Farm introduced me to the world of money, which blew me away. I mean, every time I meet Sabrina, it's just her energy, her passion, feels like I'm always not doing enough.
Gotcha.
So of course, over 5 years now, I've been volunteering, teaching kids about, young moguls, basically, about insurance perspective, how they can basically manage their risk and manage their financials through insurance and savings. And it's been a blessing because it completely have fulfilled me.
Okay. Now, we talked off the air a little bit, and I mentioned to you the first thing when someone comes into our communities, they hear like a State Farm or any of the others companies within your industry, I won't name them all, the first thing we think is, oh, he's trying to sell me insurance. How do you work around that?
Well, our slogan is like a good neighbor. And before I became an agent, I would hear that all the time. And you're right, selling. But once I dove into becoming an agent and seeing the impact that we have, especially working with an organization like the World of Money, talking to young moguls and seeing their eyes just light up and their brain just searching, there is a big difference. And like a good neighbor, it has a whole new different meaning to the reality of how State Farm is actually impacting through organization like the World of Money and through agents.
Okay, that's good. And have you seen any growth in your business with the people that you train? Maybe some of the children that have come along and are of age, or their parents taking advantage of what you're offering?
Well, not only taking advantage of what my office offers, but also offering internships where they can update their resume. And not only that, but making a full career out of it and becoming State Farm agent. There's a whole possibility of what they can do. So partnering up with Sabrina with the World of Money and seeing these kids develop through the year, over the 5 years, and that is just a small span. It's unbelievable what they can do. So there's a lot of impact that could happen in addition to them changing their whole world.
Okay. Sabrina, what kind of success stories have you seen from your World of Money?
So many. First of all, I consider our moguls, and we call them moguls, just my personal children. People say, well, how many children I have? I said about 4,000. I think of Baba Jade, who's going to be, he and his sister Adeneke, who, they're so leaned into this conversation, and whether they enter the financial services industry or not, it's been our mandate to expose them to Wall Street professionals, and we took them to a day at Bloomberg and a day at Alliance Bernstein and so forth. There are amazing careers, or even at State Farm, there are amazing careers that you can take with great salaries. But if you don't know about it, or if your credit is negative, you can't work in these industries because you've demonstrated that you can't manage your money, because your credit's impacted.
Right.
But I think of so many children who are now adults, Avery, who's attending Howard University, who his eyes just lit up when he first attended World of Money. But I was really proud of him because of his philanthropic focus, because after his, he sends $100 to World of Money, a nonprofit organization, every single year, and now that he's at Howard, he still does that. But because I saw his determination to serve the world, not only this organization, we named, at every graduation, we give an Avery Josiah Brown Mutual Fund Award in his name. Also, I'm thinking of Nia. Nia Alvarez Williams. She's attending a college, and she's dedicated to the Black Lives Matter movement and so forth. And so we've named the Nia Joy Alvarez Williams that award in community service after her. So we're creating legacy in attaching the names of our children who at a very young age have demonstrated either service or philanthropy, and it's just enriching life.
Fantastic, fantastic. Another thing that came across the table is your endeavor with Google.
Yes.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
Sure,
That's big.
sure. It's huge. So in October, we had the launch of the World of Money Youth Financial Education mobile app. Okay. Say that right.
Okay, we're going to have to get an acronym for that one.
Because, at our institute, Larry, so we graduate approximately 125 students, moguls, every single year. But so the question has been, how can we serve more? Because we receive requests from around the country and around the world. Can you provide us any information? And so we decided to merge financial education with technology, and we created this app. And the app is so powerful because the three of us, we're not part of the instruction.
Right.
It consists of 65 videos taught by World of Money students, moguls, for their peers.
Fantastic.
Right? So there's everything from bonds and mutual funds and insurance and safe team driving and having your own apartment, and how's basketball related to money and paying for college and the financial history of the world. And it's in, for the video so far, is in Swahili, Portuguese, French, and Spanish.
Oh, fantastic.
And eventually we will have it all translated, but it's being distributed or used by our 20 coalition partner organizations that exist not only here in the United States, but in Rwanda, as well as Senegal and soon South Africa. And so we provide it at zero cost. Just download it from the Google platform or the Apple platform. Type in World of Money, all one word, and you'll have at least the basics and in-depth as well, basic in-depth, I don't know how we can do that, but we do, information that's on your phone.
So I'll tell you what we'll do.
I'm not excited, but I am.
No, just a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut to a video that's going to give the viewers an idea of what it looks like and how to get to it.
Fantastic.
Hey, I'm Scott, a mogul at the World of Money. Can we talk? How are you going to pay for your college education? Yes, you. Did you know that about 44 million borrowers in the United States owe nearly $1.3 trillion in student loan debt? Did you know that the average college graduate owes $37,000 in student loans? If you're like me, you are determined to attend college. But even if college is many years away, now is the time to plan how to pay for your college education. Here are some tips to guide you. First, create a list of colleges that you want to attend. Are they in-state, out-of-state, 2 years, or 4 years? What are you interested in studying? Is it a field of study which will train you in a highly competitive field and that offers competitive salaries? Your answer will determine how much your education will cost. Remember that all colleges are not the same, and private universities are often 4 times more expensive than public colleges. On the other hand, many private universities have the resources to provide need and merit-based scholarships. Here is a great research tool. Insert names of colleges on tuitiontracker.org. This tool will tell you how much each college costs. You also need to consult with your parents. Not all parents can afford to pay $30,000 or more for your college education. However, I encourage you to determine if they are able to contribute. Even if you have to pay for some or all of your education, college education is good debt. Graduating from college with a sought-after degree is still an excellent investment in your future. People with 4-year degrees earn nearly twice as much as those with high school diplomas. That can add up to more than $1 million in additional income over a lifetime. Obviously, the best option is to earn a partial or full scholarship. Here are excellent scholarship search engines. MyScholarly is a great scholarship app. FastWeb has access to 1.5 million scholarships, and Niche.com can help you find colleges as well as money. The Posse Foundation provides merit-based 4-year college scholarships. The Thurgood Marshall College Fund is another excellent resource, and worldofmoney.org's parent resource page also lists available scholarships. Parents are encouraged to research College 529 plans as soon as possible. A College 529 plan provides tax benefits to families who can set aside money each year for future college costs. Please keep in mind not all 529s are created equally. Some have high fees and others have zero or low fees and do not require a financial advisor. Visit savingforcollege.com to decide which 529 plan is best. Students are burdened by college student loan debt more than ever. However, planning now can lower the amount you and/or parents will need to pay. Time flies. Before you know it, you'll be on your way to college. How much you will need to pay later will depend on what you do today. Remember the World of Money motto: learn, earn, save, invest, donate. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Periscope. Time to test your knowledge. I'm Scott. See you later.
Welcome back from our presentation of the World of Money app. I'm back with my guests, Sabrina and Julio. Sabrina, just give us a little bit more about some closing remarks on what we can expect from World of Money, what we should anticipate for World of Money.
Well, I encourage everyone to visit worldofmoney.org. We're currently registering for our July Institute. Just go to click the sign up on the upper right-hand corner. We'll register at least 125 students. It's really, really important that parents allow their children, even if they were not experienced to this thing called money, one of the most powerful currencies in the world, as early as possible.
Website?
worldofmoney.org, and also we're going to be doing a youth business pitch competition, our 3rd annual on Martha's Vineyard.
Okay, let's talk about Martha's Vineyard really quick.
Yes, well, our children must learn entrepreneurship. You know, we always must hold our destiny in our hand, and the best way to do is start the brainstorming on how you can earn money as opposed to only being an employee.
And those wanting to be involved with the Martha's Vineyard?
We'll be opening up registration on May 1st.
Okay, just go to the website and find it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Julio, I know you had a presentation that you wanted to make before we closed out the segment.
Yes, absolutely. The World of Money is such an amazing organization. I've been lending my hand, not only that, but State Farm. Like I said, it's not just a good neighbor. I have a check for Sabrina that I would like to present her.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
With
Thank
the sponsorship
you.
of State Farm.
Wow,
Thank you so much.
You did good today.
That's right. I'll come back every day. Will you be here next week?
Okay, if you can, we'll just sit this off to the side.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys for coming and sitting and talking to us. And, who knows, we may do this again sometime soon. I think this is an extremely important topic. Money is life. It's a way of life, and I'm glad you've created a good air around it as opposed to some of the things we see now. And Julio, I think your conversation on what State Farm does, it kills the myth of here comes that insurance guy trying to get money out of my pocket. We don't want that. No. With that, I will close my segment, and we will go over to Rebecca, who will speak to some of the young moguls who are part of the World of Money organization.
Thank you.
Today we have 2 moguls from the World of Money. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Babajude Hickson.
And I'm Adenike Hickson.
Please share with our audience why financial education is important.
I think that financial education is important because in order to live in our society today and to live comfortably, you need to be able to manage your money and to manage it wisely. And a lot of times, young people say, oh, I want this, or I want to be rich, or I want this house, but they don't know how to get there. And financial education allows you to plan the steps to reach your goals. And that's why I think financial education is very important.
Thank you. What is the impact if you don't have financial education?
So what Adenike just said is that financial education helps you reach your goals. But I think it's more than that. If you don't have financial education, it has a tremendous impact not just on your finance, but on your life in general. You know, if you don't have a good credit score, you can't get a car, you can't get a loan. So that influences, you know, what kind of jobs you can have. So it's not just impacts purely on, you know, how much money's in your bank account, but it influences and permeates through your entire life. So not having financial education is detrimental to, you know, every aspect of a single person's life.
What is your favorite class at World of Money?
One of my favorite classes at World of Money is the Mandarin class, and I've been studying Mandarin for a while, and even though it does seem hard, it's actually much easier once you start learning it. And I truly believe that it is just the language of the future, because China has one of the fastest growing economies in the world. So I think it will be very, very beneficial for the students at World of Money to be able to use this language when they're looking for careers in the future.
What career will you pursue?
So I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not sure exactly what job I'll end up pursuing, but thanks to World of Money, I've started to have an interest in finance and economics, especially going to visit Bloomberg and AllianceBernstein has really put me on a path towards sort of financial services and economics. But you know, no matter what job you have, whether it's in financial services or economics, you know, having financial knowledge and be able to be financially secure is important. You know, whether you're a janitor or whether, you know, you're down on Wall Street, having the tools to buy a home, to be comfortable in your life is very important. So I'll keep that with me no matter where I go.
Thank you for coming to Ignite, Empower, Transform. Now we have a World of Money app, Money Drainers, which I was the voice of. Okay, raise your hand if you want to lose your money. Raise your hand if you want to pay extra for a service when you don't have to. My name is Rebecca, and I'm Young Mogul at World of Money. Please tell me that you didn't raise your hands. Did you know that millions of people are pouring their money down the drain? They're not doing it on purpose. They're doing it because they didn't know that there are smarter and safer choices. What is a money drain? Yeah, but here's what I mean. Money drains could be in your neighborhood, and they charge extra money for your services you can get for free or at a lower cost from a bank or credit union. There are many money drains like payday loans, check cashing, rent-to-own, title loans, and pawn shops. But let's just focus on top 3. Payday loans are illegal in many states like Georgia and New York. Illegal means they don't have permission to be in business. Also Arizona, Connecticut, Maryland, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Vermont, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. say, "Go away, money drains!" Check cashing. Places charge about $5 to cash your paycheck. $5 may not seem like much, but it can add up fast. Why not open an account at a bank or a credit union and cash a check for free? Rent to own. Okay, this is how it works. Let's say you want a new $400 television, but you don't have the cash. Your local rent to own will let you rent the television for $15.95 per week for 78 weeks. Sounds like a great deal, right? Not! Here's what your $400 TV could cost you. $15.95 times 78 weeks equals $1,244.10. Then you add $62.40 for sales tax, plus a $10 delivery. Now your rental TV costs $1,316.50. My advice, You should save your money until you have the $400. Remember, stay away from money drainers. You can have whatever you want when you save for it. Remember the World of Money motto. Learn, earn, save, invest, donate, time to test your knowledge. Follow us. Instagram @WorldOfMoney, Twitter @WorldOfMoney, or Facebook @WorldOfMoney, Periscope @WorldOfMoney, or see you soon! Thank you for watching. See you at our next episode.